everyone, I'm Erika, Master Trainer for BOSU, based here in Southern California, and I'm here today to give you a core video. Now here's the deal, we're going to tackle the complete core. We're going to address mobility as well as stability and multiple different angles. So I hope you enjoy, and let's get started. So go ahead and find yourself on your balance trainer, your BOSU balance trainer, and find the sweet spot for you. Your bottom is going to be pretty close to the rim, maybe 2 lines up on the dome. But remember, your body is your body, so everyone's setup is going to be a little bit different. From here, feet are about shoulder distance apart, arms are forward. Let's start with some spine mobility and some core mobility. So from here, I want you to take the arms back to the ears, open the heart center, and then bring yourself back forward. If you want to add in some breathing here, it feels good to do this on an inhale. And then open the arms and exhale brings you back forward. It's just going to help you really ignite those muscles that you need a little bit deeper in your trunk or your core to bring yourself back up. So getting some nice shoulder mobility here as well. And again, if you need to make micro adjustments on the balance trainer itself, that's totally fine. Good, let's do one more in this direction, and then we're gonna reverse it out. So again, what happens in one direction is gonna have to happen in the other. So take the arms all the way wide and around, and exhale as you come forward. And this is your opportunity to just really notice where you're at in your core or in your body right now, right? So you're moving those joints of the spine and noticing if there's an area of stickiness. Don't judge it, but just notice. Let's do one more in this direction, and then we're going to start to take a contact point away from the ground to start to challenge things a little bit. Now the arms are going to go back while one leg stretches forward, so creating that sense of opposition, and then exhale, bring yourself back up. Let's take it to the other side. We'll alternate in between. And exhale, just getting some nice gentle heat through the joints here, but also starting to feel this sense of opposition of movement from your fingertips to your toe that reaches forward to create that sense of space and length in the body. And let's do 3 more after we get done with this one. So here we go, reach it out long and exhale, pull it in. And last 2 and blow, pull. Last one here, inhale as you reach and exhale, bring it back forward. I promise we're gonna come back to this, but let's bring you onto your side body because it's important to address multiple positions on the balance trainer as well. We know that our balance starts to decline in our early 30s and maybe even younger, so it's important to train all body positions if you can. So from here, we're gonna work this lateral line of the core as you exhale. Lift those legs up. And if this is too challenging for you with this top arm up to the ceiling, you can absolutely place that hand down on the dome. So that's just that concept of moving a contact point away from the dome to create that balance challenge. And exhaling as you lift. So reaching those legs really nice and long. And again, creating that length on the side body and then lifting up with those side muscles. Make sure the shoulder is staying out of that ear for 4 more of these. And then we're going to take it into a little bit of a star. Last 2, because you are a star. Last one here. Lift it up, hold. Now, can you take that top leg up and down? So really working the abductors, the outer thighs here a little bit more. And yes, they are a part of your core, right? Our arms and our legs tie into our trunk. 3 more, 3 and 2. Good, you've got this last one here. Now do me a favor, stay on your side. Come up and perch yourself onto the top of the dome, almost like you're a little clam. From here, I want to work a little bit more of these oblique muscles by kicking the top leg forward and back. So start to get this movement pattern into your body, feel it, and then if you're willing and you want to, come with me by starting to add that arm opposition, right? And that bottom leg is lifted off the ground, really challenging your balance on your side in just a little bit of a different way than we previously were. And this arm that's on the floor can softly bend at the elbow while you're doing this. 4 more, and reach. 3, and reach. Make it dynamic, and reach. Last 1, and reach. Good. job. Now we've got to get to the other side. So go ahead and pivot yourself all the way around the dome. Give yourself a moment to test the waters, because remember, each side feels a little bit different, and that's fine. There's no judgment in that. Place that forearm down, set those legs up, out to the side, and I can tell that I need to make a micro adjustment myself right now. And then start to, again, lift and lower those legs up and down. Exhaling as you lift feels good because you get a deeper connection on the side body. And inhale as you lower. And exhale as you lift. We're gonna go for about 10 to 15 on this side just so we can be about even to the other side. So give me about 5. And then we're gonna take you into that star position. And 3, nice, last 2, and 1. Hold it and give me 5 top leg lifts. 5, ooh, and 4, how you feeling? And 3, good. 2, don't judge yourself if this is your side that's a little less connected. Great job. Now, again, coming up onto that side body, perching up onto the dome like you're a little clam, working these obliques a little bit more. So start the top leg kick and reach. So you're going into that flexion of the hip, and then you're going into slight extension as you reach the leg back. And once you hook into that, then you can start that arm opposition, right? Reaching. Kick and reach. Feel the energy lines through the arm and through that leg to create just a more dynamic movement and squeeze everything out of this exercise. Give me 4 more, and kick and reach. And 3, reach. And 2, great job team. And 1, and reach. Awesome job. Now, from here, I want to pivot back over into that seated position, because I know what you're thinking. You're like, Erika, we didn't really do many chest lifts, right? We want to work that mobility core just a little bit harder. I know. So we're going to do that now. So I want you to reposition yourself into that sweet spot that you found when we started that shoulder and mobility core warm up. And now I'm going to challenge you a little bit. So bring your fingers back behind the head. You're going to inhale, lengthen back over the dome as far as feels comfortable to you. And on an exhale, I want you to really use those core muscles to lift you. This is your mobility core in action. Inhale and exhaling as you lift. And how many are we doing? Not 43. I can guarantee you that. This is 3. Let's go for 8. And exhale up. There's 4. So give me 4 more of these. And exhale, lift. And last 3. And blow and lift. Then I'm going to give you a little balance break. It's really not a break. And 2. But we can pretend, can't we? And last 1. Very nicely done. Now come back onto your dome a little bit. Again, this is a sweet spot, so you need to find yours. Can you lift one leg off the dome? And can you lift the other leg off the dome and find your balance on your back? If this is too much on your neck, take a break. From here, can you tap one set of toes down, bring it back up, and the other set of toes down and bring it back up? Now you're focusing on stability of the core, but you don't even have to do a plank, right? So you're maintaining this nice deep stabilization through the trunk. Good. Down and up. Give me 2 more. Tap and lift. Last 1, support the head with one hand if you need to. Both feet come down. Bring yourself back up. Are we done yet? Not quite. We've got sling system or angles of those obliques to get to, and then we're going to sprint before we flip the dome over. So stay with me. You've got this. Again, bring the fingers back behind the head. Inhale as you go back. Exhale as you lift. Lift one leg and rotate towards it, and then put it down. Take it to the other side. Exhale, go. Quality versus quantity here. And making sure that you're really wringing out as much as you can. For each and every exercise. That was 4. We've got 4 more. And 4. You've got it. And 3. Good. Last 2. I'm getting breathless myself. And last 1. Great job. So now, from here, again, you want to move up that dome. We're building on to that toe tap that we just did, playing in the world of mobility versus stability. So again, come back down onto the dome. Find your balance. Can you get to where you were before? Now, I want you to go strong with your arms, and you're gonna oppose the arm to leg, and you're gonna sprint. We're gonna pick up the tempo as well. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, sprint, 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 sprint. Finding that dynamic stability on the BOSU balance trainer. And 6, and 5, and 4. You've got it. 3, 2, and 1. Fantastic. Bring yourself all the way back up. Whew, very nicely done. So let's take a moment and flip the dome over, right? Many of these exercises and shapes can actually, that we just did, be done with the platform side up as well. And it feels very, very different neuromuscularly. Just know that. From here, you're gonna move your dome forward on your mat if you're working with the mat, just so that you have this space. And what I'd like for you to do is tuck your toes under, start to press up into a downward dog position, or more of a pike position versus a plank position. So let's test those waters. Inhale as you bend to the hover, and exhale as you pike up. Inhale, think about what's happening with your shoulders, right? Where have you grabbed on your platform side? Have you grabbed wide, or have you placed your hands a little bit more narrow? It's up to you and what works for you and what feels the best for your body. Inhale as you bend, and exhale as you press it up. 2 more. And press, last one. Bend and hover, and exhale, press. Now, I want you to go from a parallel foot position into more of a small V position, or a pizza slice, if you will. And as you come up onto the toes, what I want you to do is come forward, find a plank position, but then take a tree pose with the leg. Push, woo, back, and then try the other side. And right, this is getting much more challenging because we're, again, removing a contact point from the floor and having to go into a 3-point stance with one knee really driving wide towards an elbow. Good, and woo! Again, side to side is gonna feel totally different. Let's do 4 more. I'm sweating. And 3, have a towel handy. If you don't, 2, you got 1 more, and 1. Good job, lower those knees all the way down to the mat. Pull the platform towards you so that you have some room. A wonderful exercise that we do and teach all the time is that balanced bird dog. We're gonna do it here with the platform side up. I want you to place one knee on the platform, place your hands on the mat in front of you, and start to come into that position. You can keep your toes tucked down onto the mat or the floor, or you can lift them up. It's up to you, but what I want you to start to explore is that opposite arm to opposite leg reach here. And again, this is stabilization of the core. That whole center is trying to stay nice and stable while you keep the shoulders stacked above your wrist and you find that balance. If you needed to and it was too tough on the knee on the platform side, you could always put a little towel underneath that knee. Good, you've got 1 more, and then of course, we're gonna try it on the other side. So switch, take a moment, again, so that that leg and that knee is set about center of the platform. Again, you can go toes up for challenge, toes down, but really, most importantly, I want you to find that diagonal long line from your fingertips to your opposite toes. Again, creating that space through the body, challenging your balance, feeling those neuromotor integrations happening in real time, right? This is invisible learning. 3 more. So important for fall prevention and reaction time, as we all need that in life. Good, excellent job. Now from here, walk the hands back a little bit, step wide with the feet and bring the pelvis down onto the dome. We're gonna have a little playtime. So I want you to really focus on the back body here, right? We're often so geared towards focusing forward because that's what we do in life, we move forward. But right now, I just want you to start to bend and straighten the elbows and use the dome of the BOSU balance trainer as that rocking fulcrum point and that rocking mechanism here. And the back body is so important. So really getting that deep longitudinal system engaged. Your legs should be strong, slightly wide. They should be as straight as you can keep them. And then we're gonna start to release an arm here. And release the other arm. It's starting to feel that little wobble underneath is totally normal and fine. But really making sure that you're engaging the back body here and the whole posterior line. And reaching, good. And reaching. Now, I wonder if we can do both arms. Shall we try? Let's do it after this one. So here we go. And lift and down. And lift and down. So it's a full diving swan right now. And you're catching yourself with your hands. Lift and down. Good. For 5, you're almost done. 4, good. 3, and 2. Nice job, team, and 1. Do yourself a favor. Take a moment, press up, lower the knees, and then flip the dome over and take a nice child's pose here. Sitting back on those heels, placing the hands atop the dome, and then bring yourself up to all fours, and let's just finish sort of where we started with a little bit of mobility, with a little bit of cat stretch. So from here, hips are stacked relatively above the knees, shoulders are stacked relatively above the wrists. I like to go thumbs forward and fingers down on the dome, and then exhale, just give yourself a little round. And then inhale as you come through. Ooh, I got a nice sweat going. Remember, a core workout really integrates your upper body as well as your lower body. So I hope you got a little bit warm alongside me. Let's do 2 more of these. Exhale, drop the tail around the spine. And inhale as you come through. Last one. And exhale. And inhale as you come through. Thanks again so much for joining me. Again, my name is Erika Quest. I'm a master trainer for BOSU, and I'm based in Southern California. Take care.